Welcome back to CFL SMS Solutions demos. Today we're going to look at how to create a mobile page. If you remember from the last demonstration, mobile pages sits in our advanced messaging platform, which is an upgrade from the standard account, of which you get mobile pages, ticketing, surveys. So today I'm going to look at how you can create mobile pages and create some quite dynamic and interactive content that you can send to your customer base, or you can use as an attachment for people to use a keyword to text in and receive on the back of. So first thing you need to do is click on mobile pages. Takes to a page kind of giving some of the examples that can be created. So if you are a graphical and creative person, you can actually come up with some really great ideas and unique content that you can deliver straight to the handset of your customer base. So we're going to click on new mobile page. So first thing I'm going to do is give it a page title. So today I'm going to create a dynamic link, a dynamic mobile page that people can click on, which will take them to our demo space on YouTube. So I'm going to call it page title CFL YouTube, but you can call it what you want. Okay, the first thing I want to do, as you can tell from the interface, is you have a blank screen, a blank canvas to start with. You have very much a what we would call a what you see is what you get interface, a WYSIWYG is what it's known as, and within this you can add everything from you can change the background color, you can add links, fonts, put your own text in, but you can also, if you see here, first name, last name, custom 1, 2, 3, this mirrors what you have within your database where you will have stored your customer information. So you can actually mail merge and use mail merge to customize and make it very personalized for the individuals and the customers that you're sending to. What I'm going to do initially, I'm going to actually throw in a logo. So across the top here, as you can see, we have a number of different tools available to us, and we see the one that says image. Alright, okay. So where do I find my image? As you can tell, this properties page, it looks very complicated. You can ignore what it says in the preview, that's just general text until you actually load something in there. The first thing what I want to do is click on Browse Server. Now this is the space where you can upload all your wonderful content to include in your mobile pages. Now I don't quite see the piece of imagery that I want to add yet, so what I'm going to do is click on Upload. This takes me to my PC where I can actually browse for the file that I want to put on there. So I'm going to use that one which I created earlier. So that uploads it straight into my online folder, for want of a better word, and then I can pick and choose the image that I want to put in there. So as you can see, once I've done that, it populates the preview page. Do want to keep an alternative text. This is mainly for HTML purposes. I'm just going to put logo in there. You can actually leave that blank, it's not relevant. You can also change some of the credentials of the image. So if that was quite a large image, it might overspill on my actual web page. So I'm just going to change the width to around about 300, and it'll automatically quantize the height if I change that, because it keeps the image dynamically proportioned. Okay, so as you can tell, yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I can actually dynamically change the image size if needs be, if I want to just fill up the space a little bit more. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Now within this platform here, you can preview it as if it was going to land on an iPhone or a Samsung. So it does give a couple of different variants of phones. However, how it will appear on the actual handset of your customers is likely to vary by handset to handset, phone to phone, etc., etc. But it does give you a good indication of how it is going to present itself. I'm quite happy with that. You can change the background colour. So if I wanted to, I could maybe mirror the colours that are within my logo space, but just by clicking on, or not clicking on, there we go, clicking on the relevant colour that I want to choose. So as you can tell, you can fully customise this to what you want it to look like. It might be a case of matching your brand, matching your existing website, etc, etc. So you have the usual range of colour schemes that you can dive into and change. For the purpose of this demonstration though, I'm just going to keep it very, very simple. Just default back to black, to white. Okay, so now I've added the logo, I'm going to put some text in there, and I want to be able to customize and personalize this note to my customer base. So I'm going to use the merge fields, so that will populate all the first names on the individual text. Okay, again, I'm keeping the text fairly straightforward and simple. I'm just going to change the font size just so it stands out a little bit better. I can even change the font style, which in this case, choose a Comic Sans one. Again, this will all be down to yourself, how you want to personalise and customise this and make this look far more professional than what I'm doing here. This is purely for demo purposes. Okay, so next thing that I want to do is I want to put a link that people can click on their smartphone to take them to my YouTube channel. So what I'm going to do up here, I do have a choice. I can either directly click a link into that. So I'm just going to take one from the website, just using copy and paste technique. Paste that straight into there, click OK, and there's the link to that particular YouTube video. Fantastic. However, I might actually want to make it a little bit more funky than that. So what I can do is I can go back to my image insert, click on that, browse to server. In this scenario I have actually put an image on there that's relevant for what I want, which is a link to YouTube. As you can tell, it's a really big image, so I do maybe need to do a little bit of work in terms of adjusting the height and that. So I'm just going to change that to 300 pixels and see how that looks. Okay, so that doesn't look too bad. So I've got a nice big button, as I can call it, to call on and click on to take me to my YouTube channel. So in order to do that, I've double clicked. I'll just take you out again and show you again. So I double clicked on that to get me to that image, and as you can tell, there's some additional properties I can add into that. One of them is a link, upload in advance. Generally you're just mainly going to use the link tool, and as you can see there's a link to URL. What a URL is, for your non-technical people, is your website or your link to your page that you want, your product that you want. I'm just going to copy that one. I then have a couple of choices in terms of what I want to do. So what do I want to happen when somebody clicks on that link? I can either have it so that it will open up in the same page as the mobile page. So basically I click on that and that page will then change to the YouTube link. Or I can set it so it will open a brand new window. So effectively I'll still have the mobile page sat in the background, but it will open a new window for YouTube. Or I can set it so it opens at the top of the window, or it'll open within the parent window, depending on how you got that set up. Generally, I will keep it as just within the parent window, so you can just create as not set if needs be. So that now is actually a dynamic link. You can't tell because this is just a preview, but when it arrives on your phone or the customer's phone, it will be a dynamic link that they can set on. You could then add additional text into the bottom, a link to your website, etc, etc, however you want this to look. But I'm going to keep that fairly simple for the sake of today's demo. Okay, I'm quite happy with that. Just going to save the page. So that's now been saved. So when I go up to my mobile pages, I can click on view all pages, and as you can see, it's sat there. So I've had quite a few of these that have all there with their own names on, etc, etc. Okay, so what do we do with this now that we've got it? We can do one of two things. You can go to your send area of the messenger interface, and you can pick who you want this to go to. Okay, so I'm now in the send interface, and from here I can decide where I want to send this beautifully created mobile page. I'm going to use the data I have in test 3, mainly because that's my details that are in there. Okay, but obviously you would have your customer base segmented into your various areas and specifics that you want to send particular messages to. So on this basis, I'm just going to send myself the message. Click on send message. And if you remember from our original demo of the overview demo, I have a choice. I can either use a template, etc., etc. I can create a sender name, same. So I'm going to use CFL demo just for the sake of it, and I'm going to send it to myself. So I'm going to put hi, insert merge fields. Well, in this case, it will show as Darren. Please see attached. Now, if you look along the bottom, you then see all the various toolkits. We've already talked about what comes in the standard package. We have done a demo on creating survey links and mobile data creation, etc., etc. But this time we're going to pick the mobile web pages icon. So we'll click on that. We only have the one available because that's all we've created today. Insert page link. So it's created a trackable page link there. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to include an opt-out just in case I decide myself I don't want to receive any more messages as I'm doing demos, but it just enables your customer base to have that choice of not receiving any information by the platform. Okay, I'm quite happy with that as it stands. Click on send message. So it's populated my name there, it's got all the relevant attachments I need. I'm using 1 credit because, as you remember, each credit is 160 characters and I must be within my 160 characters. So I'm now going to send that as a message. Fantastic. Okay, because we're online and we're on screen, I can't show you it actually turning up on my phone, unfortunately, but you know what I'm going to do now is create a means for you to actually test it yourselves if you want to see how it presents itself. So the other alternative you can use with your mobile pages is by using your inboxes and using your keywords that you selected. Now obviously, being CFL, we have our business CFLPRINT. And what I can do, once I own a keyword, I can create as many sub-keywords as I want. So I'm going to create a new one just for test purposes, and I'm going to call it mobile. Save that as a sub-keyword. It now appears as a new inbox. I can then do a number of things with that. I'm just going to dive in and create settings, give it a title, mobile page, example. This is purely for my reasoning, just so I understand what's been created. Sender name, CFL, keep that as. Keep this very simple, please see attached. I've then got the same tools, pretty much the same tools within this platform for my inbox. As you can see, I've got the page link, survey tool, etc., etc. So I will click on the page link, CFL YouTube, the one we just created. Search page link. So what that's done is attach that mobile page to my text platform. So now anybody that texts in will receive the same information that I've just sent myself via sending it out. So feel free to dive in and try and have a look at what you do. So all you would do is text CFLPRINT and then space and mobile 60777. And you will receive that relevant information that I've just created on there. Okay, well thank you for joining me today for how to create mobile pages. I hope you found it useful. By all means, raise any comments, click to subscribe on our YouTube channel, hit the like if you like it, or contact us if you want more information. Thank you.